Hello, everybody. I'm gonna close that real quick. Tonight we are going to be working on a couple different things, but the main one is, you know what? We're gonna come back to that. I am working on a talk that I'm giving at work about what's new in everything from WWDC. So I'm giving that up. Giving that talk on Thursday, and yeah, I haven't really started on it, so you know, nothing like the present. So I'm going to cover a bunch of stuff that's in WWDC, everything that got announced. But what I'm going to work on tonight is kind of some of the larger stuff, and the main one that I want to work on is this new OpenAPI generator. And what that is allowing you to generate code to talk to an API entirely from documentation on that API. There's this open documentation service called, or not service, but format called OpenAPI. It used to be known as Swagger, so you might know it under that name. Yeah, Xcode or Apple now has a way with Swift to automatically generate this. And so I'm really excited about trying to test it out. We're going to try it out with Twitch API because of course we are. And we're going to see what we can get. So yeah. Toist? No, we're probably not doing Toist tonight, Mono. I don't think Toist is where we're going to start. I am curious, and I'll ask for, I guess, audience participation on this. I said Toist? Where did I say Toist? I might have said Toist. What did I say it in relation to? I don't know. Maybe I said Toist. Somebody roll back the tape and let me know if I said Toist. The question... Man, see, I don't listen to what I say. This is... To OpenAPI? Maybe. I don't listen to what I say. Yeah, the question that I have, audience... not participation so much, but poll. I can do this two ways. I can do this in a pure Swift way and make a Swift package that does this, and we can just run it all through the Swift command line. Or I can do this in an iOS app, and we can run it all in iOS code. Anybody have any preference? Apple has documentation for both. They're like, hey, do you want to do this in an Xcode project? Do you want to do it in a Swift package? Do you want to do it in Vapor? As much as we could do it in Vapor, I'm not going to do it in Vapor. That's not one of the options. I'll probably do it in Xcode if nobody speaks their mind in the next couple seconds. FTB, Swift package. I mean, I know what FTW is. What is FTB? For the win, for the Bears. Is this some kind of New Zealand slang? I don't know, Mono. For the boys. Okay, we'll do it for the boys. I think doing it in the Swift package might also be fun because I think I got my Emacs support working over the weekend. So we'll start it in Xcode, but we can see if we can actually run some of this stuff in Emacs as well. But yeah, let's nope. We literally just said we weren't going to do an Xcode project. Let's do it with the Swift package. This tutorial guides you through building Greeting Service Client, an API client for a fictional service that returns a personalized greeting. Downloading and running the service locally. We're going to do this with the Twitch API. So yeah, Twitch API. I found this over here. Would you like to be distracted now or later for a question? Ask the question and I will decide. I'll decide whether I want to be distracted or not. Yeah, found this service here that automatically generates Swagger docs from the Twitch docs page. And so they have OpenAPI JSON right here. And I think that that's going to handle what we need. So we do not need to run a server locally. We do not need to create our own OpenAPI JSON. We're going to use that one and we're going to talk to the Twitch server. So that's what we're going to do. But yeah, we can avoid this for now. Create a new Swift package. Cool, we can do this. Do we want to, yeah. Do Do we want to actually start this in Emacs? I think that'd be fun. Yeah, let's do it. I don't know why not. Let's go to developer toys. And then I guess. Oh, I've changed my system recently, so I need to figure out how we're doing those things. We're gonna create a new folder. We're gonna call this Twitch API. I might be regretting this choice already, but create a new package using the Swift Package Manager API. No, we actually want to Swift package path. I mean, I think if I CD into it, then we don't need to pass that package path. Swift package init type executable. Hello. Hey, Kineo, happy Monday to you too. How are you doing? Okay, so we did that. Open the new package in Xcode using the OpenAPI. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. All right. We are here. Let's see what we got. Configuring your project to use the Swift OpenAPI generator. Copy the OpenAPI document into the sources directory. So we will go download that. Let's go find our raw file URL. Copy link. Boop. Is this a different copy link? No. Okay. You got your first Apple rejection for you noticed we do not use app tracking transparency to request the user's permission before collecting data used to track them. I thought you don't need to ask unless you actively want or need the IDFA, which I don't care for. Would this just be a bad setup in Apple Console where you said you use it but don't? That is a good question. Let me think about that. I think part of the problem might be, I think you use Firebase, right? So Firebase might be gathering data that's used to track the users, and that might be the problem. The other part of that problem, related problem, would be that Firebase might link the ATT framework, and then because you don't ever ask anything in the ATT framework, that might be a problem. That they're saying, oh, you're tracking user data that way. I also know from using your app, I downloaded it today and I tried a bunch of things. They may consider the social login third-party tracking because you're sending stuff to like Twitter, Facebook, or Google, or whoever. I don't remember who all you had in there other than Apple. Those are the things that I can think of. And yeah, you would need to ask there, or you would need to ask before you do any of that. My main guess is that it's going to be like you need to ask before you initialize Firebase. I think that would be the main one. Honestly, I would ask them for clarification. Is app tracking transparency only the IDFA though? It is not. It is, you need to ask before you do anything that they consider tracking, which is gathering data that you are, I think, going to use, or like going to have some kind of identifiable tracker of the user. So that can be a UUID, that can be anything that you are going to send to a third party. And so I think there might be a case that Firebase is doing something like that. But yeah, I would definitely ask for clarification. And usually, I would say usually they're pretty good about that. I would say they're pretty good about it some of the time, but it can't hurt to ask. Just be like, hey, what exactly do you need to do that? You practically need to ask to track. Yeah, you do. Let's see if I can find that. App tracking transparency. If your framework collects data about end users and shares it with other companies for the purpose of tracking across apps and websites. Yeah, because I think that we were not using the IDFA at my last job, and we still had to request it because we were using Facebook's like ad. What's the word? There's a word that Facebook uses about ads. Attribution. That's the word I'm looking for. Basically, hey, can we track that when Facebook, like somebody clicked an ad on Facebook for our app, and we want to say like, oh yeah, this was the ad that they saw, so that we can track how good our ads are doing. That was considered tracking, and even though that didn't use the IDFA, still needs request for ad tracking transparency. But yeah, I would ask for clarity, but almost certainly you need to be asking before you initialize Firebase. Yep, no, tracking across apps and websites is not purely the IDFA. Let's see if they have discussion in here. Yeah, in order to track them or access their device's advertising identifier. Tracking, blah, blah, blah. Examples of tracking is displaying targeted advertisements based on user data collected from apps and other websites, sharing device location or email data, sharing a list of emails, advertising IDs or other IDs, placing a third-party SDK in your app that combines user data from your app with user data from other developers' apps to target advertising or measuring advertising efficiency, even if you don't use the SDK for these purposes. Yeah, this seems like a strong one here. Even if you don't use the SDK for these purposes. In short, if you use analytics, you always need to ask. For the most part, I'd say yes. It's a little bit complicated, which is if you are distinctly using an SDK that does not combine that data with other third-party apps for tracking, then no, you don't. So for example, I use telemetry deck for this, and I do not need to ask for app tracking transparency before doing this, because this data is not shared with other developers. I think Apple has like a definition of tracking somewhere that they use, and it's specifically like, yeah, linking data collected from your app about a particular end user device, such as a user ID, device ID, or profile, with third-party data, which is data about a particular end user device collected from apps, websites, or offline properties that are not owned by you. So if you have a unique identifier that can be shared between apps and the data goes into the same place, that is banned. Or not banned, but you have to request permission. And so telemetry deck does not mingle that data at all. It's completely anonymous. There's no unique identifier. There's no anything like that. So this does not require ATT. Whereas I think something like Firebase, they probably are going to combine that data across multiple apps, not just your app, but other companies' apps. And so I would think that because of that, that would be why you need ATT. You were looking at this because you're currently using Segment. You got the impression that you wouldn't need to use ATT? Yeah, I think it's probably going to be Firebase that's triggering it, because yeah, even that thing that said like, if this third-party SDK does this, even if you don't use the SDK for these purposes, Firebase is probably doing something that is going to run afoul of it, even if you're not directly using it. Segment might be nicer, but let's see, Segment, I would imagine that they're probably flagging Firebase. Again, this is why I would ask for clarification. I really need a way to click on these links in my overlay. Here we go. Segment no longer automatically collects IDFA. You can manually pass the IDFA. Using segment in your mobile app does not require ATT. Depending on the way you use segment and the destinations you have configured, you may need ATT. I mean, this says in particular if you need IDFA, but that's an in particular. Yeah, the IDFA is not the sole cause of ATT, the sole trigger of ATT, but it is like the primary one. If you try to use the IDFA and you haven't done ATT, then yeah, you'll definitely get flagged. But I feel like there's other things that will flag it, and my guess is it's Firebase and not segment. But yep, you'll find out. Okay, back to this. What were we doing? We were generating a Swift package. Copy these sources, blah, blah, blah. We don't need that. I'm waiting. Well, I mean, we can go ahead and do that. Didn't we? Yeah. We did grab the URL. New project Monday? Kind of. We are... How does this work? curl-o, we need the thing. We are... or I am working on giving a talk at work about, hey, here's all the things from WWDC 2023 that we can use now. And one of the ones that I want to highlight is Apple's new OpenAPI generator. And so, yeah, we are going to, we're going to try that out to talk to the Twitch API, mostly so that I can learn enough that I can write about it for this talk. But yeah, it's not really a new project, but it is, it's not, I mean, it is literally a new project that I've created, but we're not going to go too far with it. We're just going to kind of learn something. I am still really focused on trying to get Kineo done. I have decided I'm not going to do that whole trailer. Your audience gets to see the code example. Exactly. Basically. We are hitting the Twitch API and not, you know, any of our servers, my day job's servers, because A, I can't do that. I can't share that with the audience. But B, redeemed name a variable. Hello from. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I will do that. B, Apple doesn't support some of this stuff. I tried doing a little bit of this. I didn't get too far because I don't support this. Apple has an issue open in their thing, which is that OpenAPI has a, where is this at? Yeah, variable generation and template expansion in server URL. It allows you to specify that, hey, here's my server URL, and then I can put things in the server URL like, oh, this is my staging server versus my production server versus my blah, blah, blah server. And Apple's generator does not yet support that. And so we need that at work because it says like blank dot, you know, company name dot. My company name's in the list. I'm just not going to say it on stream. You can find it out. But yeah, no, this is what we'll do. So, okay. Also, you don't suddenly have a bunch of new points, do you, KNH? I tried giving you your points back from the other thing by cheating the Twitch API, but I don't know if it worked or not. But you would know because it's an incredible number of points that I tried to give you. Not on this channel? Okay. I redeemed I refunded your last name of variable. But before refunding it, I changed the price of name of variable to 300,000 points, and I tried redeeming it or tried refunding it, so hoping that like it was going to give you that many other channels points show up spontaneously. I don't know where that comes from. You would notice 300,000. Yeah, that's kind of why I did 300,000, because I wasn't sure if you would notice 30,000, which is how much you spent, but oh well. I'm going to wait until you have, what is it? 30,000 divided by 4,000. 7.5 name a variable redemptions, and then I'll refund all of those. So you can get back your 30,000 points for Mono's stream. Okay, we got this file. We're working on this, and we did that. Now we need to actually edit our package.so file. Ooh, we need a bunch of platforms. I don't think we actually do, but let's try it. Where's the next 30,000 goal? You gotta let me know what you want. You can't just add stuff. Well, this is just showing me errors, but it's not giving me autocomplete. So I don't know how helpful this is. You have 25 variables worth of points. Wow. Okay, so it is telling me, it is giving me the errors, but it's not giving me autocomplete. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. I was gonna say, I felt like this app or this system gave me autocomplete. Platforms. .ios is all we really care about. And yeah, let's say v14 because that's definitely a thing that we need. V14 targets. We've got our executable target Twitch API. Blah blah blah. We don't actually care about the rest of that. Workmate's gonna roast him. And then yeah, we need our packages. So I actually happen to know that it's up to 0.17, so they haven't updated their thing in a while. 0.17. So we're gonna grab that. You need to redeem underscore at some point. I don't think anything's gonna be better than the time that you redeemed emojis. That was a good one. Okay, we're gonna change all of these 0.10s to 0.17. I'm clearly not an imposter compile Swift since I'm editing Swift code in Emacs. There's nobody that's gonna do that other than me. All right, we need our dependencies in our target. True. Okay, so name, dependencies. Our dependencies are... Dikembe Mutombo was a very good one too. Rescheduled? You can't reschedule soccer. That's illegal. Okay, we need OpenAPI runtime, OpenAPI URL session, and then we need plugins. Okay. Hey, Badman. How are you doing? OpenAPI runtime. Run Tim. Tim, he must run. You need OpenAPI URL session. And that's it, actually. So then we've got our executable target. We've got, oh, this goes inside, outside of dependencies. We've got a path. That doesn't make any sense. I don't think we need the path, but we do need plugins. Oops. And then that is dot plugin. What capture card do you guys use? I use a... I feel like that's been asked on this channel recently, and I don't remember what it was. I'm trying to find the input page on a... I don't know. It's by Avermedia. I want to say it's the Live Gamer something. Ask me about it in the Discord. Do I have the Discord button working yet? Yeah, ask me about it in the Discord after the stream, and I will look it up for you. But yeah, it's the Avermedia live game or something or other. Any recommendations for some cheap ones? Again, ask me again later. I have another one that I used that was only 1080p, and that was pretty good, and it was a lot cheaper. But yeah, ask me outside of the stream. That one I definitely won't be able to tell you right away because I literally do not have it near me. Oh yeah, actually I do. Hang on. This one. This is the Extreme Cap UVC. Also by Avermedia. Yes, this one has a very wide difference in price. I feel like I only spent about $100 on this one. And trying to go to Avermedia's website has completely frozen Safari. But yeah, this is the one that I used to use. And then I wanted better than 1080p, which is really weird because I don't stream any higher than 1080p. So I don't know why I decided to upshift to something better, but yeah. Oh, this just went to their website and did not do anything better. Stream in 1080? I really should bump it up to 1080. I had people, when I didn't stream in 1080, I had people complain that the quality was too, or I had people complain that it slowed down their internet basically because Twitch was not re-encoding anything. So I bumped it down to 864. And yeah, now I've had plenty of people ask me to switch it up back to 1080p, so I might. Is the capture card the reason you can't put words together? Probably. I think the light is actually the reason I can't put words together. It hurts my brain. Okay, so we got all of our plugins, all of our things. Navigate to sources main.swift, which is the entry point for our program. No, it is actually. Okay. It just says print hello world. Currently, it just prints hello world. It does do that. Let's try Swift package run. Yes, Mono, why don't you stream these days? Dependencies could not be resolved because no versions of URL session match the requirement 017 through 020. Yes, it does. OpenAPI generator is on 7. Let's get OpenAPI runtime. Also on 7. And then URL session, which is on 012. Okay. There's your problem. So this is going to download everything, and then it's just going to say hello world. But hey, it gets all of the downloading out of our way. Unknown command run. Okay, fine. What is it? Swift package. Is it just Swift run? Requires macOS 10.13. Oh yeah, we need to update our platforms. Yeah, I said we only cared about iOS, but we actually do care about macOS. Where's the crash Emacs redeem? Emacs doesn't crash. Right? That's not a problem. Should we do V14? Let's do V14. Racing to finish up your project. It's mostly dev testing, legal stuff, prepping releases, analytics, and tidy up. It's not really stream worthy and you can't afford too many distractions, but you hope to later this week or next week as there's less pressure. See, again, like I've been under a lot of pressure. I'm literally streaming tonight something that I am just starting on and I have to present to my entire company on Thursday. Thursday? It might even be Wednesday. I don't know. No config file found in the target named Twitch API. Add a file called OpenAPI generator config.yaml. And no OpenAPI document. Add a file called OpenAPI YAML or OpenAPI JSON. First of all, I thought we'd done that first bit. Dear Ed, what do we got? We got OpenAPI JSON. You are a lie. Oh, maybe this needs to be moved into sources. That might be the case. Not change mode. Rename. Yeah, we are going to rename OpenAPI JSON to sources. OpenAPI JSON. Moving your analytics from your view models repository to front end. Oh man, it should be completely separate. It should be in neither of those places. Resources, package Swift. Okay, so we did that, and then I think we also need to generate this OpenAPI generator dot dash config dot YAML. This is not the right page. This is back to app tracking transparency. This is what we need to do. Basically saying, yeah, you need this config file. There's not too much in this file. That's fine. Just that we want to generate types to talk to stuff, and we want to generate a client that actually, or types that, you know, represent the stuff, and then a client that actually talks to stuff. 1 hour rewriting a Kotlin file is Swift. I'm honestly surprised that most of your analytics work isn't in Kotlin. All right, let's see if this builds. Hey, it built. Did it build? No. Expected to decode mapping, but found node instead. Is that an issue with the... Explicitly declare them as resources or exclude them from the target? Copy the OpenAPI document into the sources directory. Update the package Swift, blah, blah, blah. Add the package dependencies. I mean, maybe it is because I don't have this path here, but it feels like that's not the problem. Yeah, this error here. Expected to decode mapping, but found node instead. Maybe it doesn't like the API, OpenAPI.json. There's nothing in here. That would do it. Here, let's just do this through. Twitch API, sources. Yeah, 0 bytes. Yeah, that would do it. That's not gonna work, is it? Okay. Let's try this again. Inconsistency encountered when parsing type in documents, components, schemas, guest star session properties. Guests cannot initialize JSON type from Invalid string value guessed. Why is that an invalid string value? Guest star session. Type guest. Yeah, I mean, there is nothing in here called guest. Except right there. Howdy, what are we working on? How are you doing, Donuts? Donuts? We are working on trying to get Apple's new Swift OpenAPI tool to generate a Twitch client for us. Doing pretty good? Nice. So this... Oh man, that's not gonna work. Hang on, we will fix this. Sound. Where is sound? Sound. Here we go. Oh, hey. Here's the answer to your question, Badman. I use the AVT GC553. There's what card I use. Can I vote for a remap Emacs shortcut to Vim? I do not have evil mode installed, which is the Vim mode for Emacs. So no. I need to figure out where this ends. I guess it's right here. I should know the Emacs like jump to closing bracket syntax, but I don't. All right, let's see if we just remove that. Does that fix it? Found neither a ref nor an example in examples 1 for the status code 200 response of the get endpoint under guest star invites. Expected to find value key, but it is missing. How to remap control to caps lock redeemable? It is already that. Keyboard. Or are you saying that you want me to undo that as the redeem? Keyboard shortcuts. No, not keyboard shortcuts. What's the is it like modifier keys? Is that what I'm looking for? Customize modifier keys. Yeah. Caps lock. Oh, I have this done in my the firmware for my actual keyboard. I didn't do this in macOS. I did this in the keyboard's firmware itself. So yeah, the key that would be caps lock, this key right here, is literally just programmed to be a control key. I think I have 3 controls on this keyboard. I'm trying to remember. Like, hang on. That's control. Actually, I think that's the only control. Yeah, it is a split keyboard split key keyboard. Split, it's just a split keyboard. Now I have 3 commands or team swap keyboard sides. Yeah, option is up here. I don't remember what this key is. Oh, that's equals. Okay. This is option. Yeah. This is control. This is shift. I think I have multiple commands. I think that's what it is. I have 2 left commands Because I have a command directly underneath my thumb, like where my thumb lays, and then I have another command up by the arrow keys. Let me try demonstrating that again. This is command down here, but then also this button is command. Now you have me like, what are all of my keys? Oh, those are up and down. Okay. That's a forward delete. I knew that. This one's regular delete. This is space. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's like I know these all by muscle memory, so like I look at the keyboard and I'm like, what does this do? This is Alfred. You should have a quick Alfred button, which is also command space, but it's a pain in the butt to talk. Is a funky keyboard a requirement to be a Twitch streamer? I think it's the other way around. You get the funky keyboard and then you have an insatiable need to become a Twitch streamer. Okay. What is Emacs jump to closing bracket? I don't know. Control meta F. Control meta F? Yeah, that is that. Okay. And then I'm assuming it's control meta B to jump back. Nope. Oh, it is totally that. I just did not hit. That was not the button that I hit. Where were we at? Guest star / invites. So I need to control meta forward. Okay, control meta back. Okay. So control space, control meta forward, control W. And then we still need to delete that part of it. Hooray! Okay. Guest star session was not found in schema. Yeah, I know, I deleted it. I thought that we didn't need it. I guess we do. Okay, we're gonna undo all of these changes. Okay, are we good? We're gonna start back over. Because basically what it's complaining about is that it doesn't have this guest. So I think we need to create a guest. So what is our guest type? Star session. I don't know how long I'm gonna mess with this before just straight up giving up. But basically this is saying, or maybe we can just remove the fact that it's got guests here. Can we just comment this out? I guess we can't comment it out because it's JSON and JSON doesn't have comments, but if we just remove that part of it. Okay, so then it's saying, yeah, it can't find a API. You think you use my capture card to stir my coffee? Is that a thing? Do you have a redeemable so that you can continue working on a specific problem for X more minutes? Just keep going. Just 5 more minutes. Do you still have a Twitch schedule? Didn't see me on the list today. Should have a Twitch schedule. What list is this, I guess? Is this in your app that you built? Here, let's I was gonna say, can I do that reward? I don't know. I was gonna think about that reward, but in the Twitch app upcoming streams? Weird. Yeah, I mean, I should have a Twitch schedule. Somebody can check. Okay, so this is saying in... Found neither a ref nor an example in example 1 for 200. So it's basically saying this needs a value. Invites. Response invites. You almost had me. I'm trying to figure out what this is trying to say. Broadcaster ID. What's the difference between these two? I'm just going to copy this data. Say, yeah, sure, this is what's in here. You need your daily dose of Swift streams. All right, let's try that. Okay, this looks like it's getting further at least. Here. While that does that, I will go check my... I guess maybe I just want to say twitch.tv/cocotype. And then mute it real quick so that we don't get echoes. Okay. Would it not be... See, now we did get echoes. Where would that be, the schedule? So I thought there used to be tabs down here. Hi, Twitch. Is it in here? Channel. And you get to see all my content. Schedule. Here we go. Oh, weird. It doesn't have my thing on here. Okay. Yeah, every Monday from 7 p.m. for... Let's set it for 3 hours because I've been closer to 3 hours lately. And this is software and game development. You were right. I don't know what happened to it. Oh yeah, I apparently named it iOS Indie Development. And I have it on Science and Technology because that might actually predate there being a software and game development. Yep. $7 p.m. for, yeah, let's bump this one to 3 hours as well. Okay, yeah. There you go. Should be good now. All right, this did work, and it did print out "Hello World," as expected. No more science. I saved the mad science for my Halloween streams. I dressed up as a mad scientist. I need to figure out what I'm going to do for the Halloween stream this year. That's coming up faster than it should be. All right, so we got that working. Let's get into our main.swift. Yeah, long live the mad scientist. What do we got? We've got, yeah, we need to import our two runtime dependencies. So that's OpenAPI runtime and import, yeah, I'm scared of all of these. Import OpenAPI runtime. Oh, you're not gonna autocomplete it for me? I need a Muppet speaker. Yeah, where has this year gone? It's August. It's August. Okay, so this is not using any of my autocomplete. So I may switch back out of Emacs. Swift build. Maybe I need to kill this so that it'll... refresh the autocomplete. It is not. Yeah, if we're not going to get autocomplete in here, which I feel like it should. It definitely feels like that should work. But oh well, we're going to just open in Xcode at this point. Sorry. I know. Here, I'll make Donuts happy by I'll switch Xcode into Vim mode and see if I can make that work. Okay. I remember that there. Yeah. The other foiled again. This is why I did not see it coming. I was not paying enough attention. Oh man, was it DF? No. DW? No. $sign DB? Better. Why? Oh god, this is terrible. Who uses these shortcuts? Okay, here we go. Client. Well, here's maybe the problem. It's not auto-completing because nothing was auto-completing. It's not auto-completing even in Xcode. :W. Some build plugins are disabled. Well, let's enable them. Oh, that might be the problem because it never built the first time. Texas has an income tax, doesn't it? See, now, Washington, where I live, we don't have a state income tax. But I thought Texas did. Yeah, we also have a sales tax. But yeah, we have no state income tax. You don't pay silly made up taxes. Your stream delay is 30 seconds. Wow. I don't think I did that. Well, now at least it knows there's supposed to be parameters here. We're waiting for it to finish building. There we go. Okay. I thought it was DF. No? No, DF is delete. DW? There we go. Client. Hey, look at that. Server URL. It's interesting that it needs a server URL. I think it's server.server1. Oh, I guess that's it. And then transport is OpenAPI URL session dot URL session transport. I think that's what I need. I should go look at the actual thing. You can now run this. Okay, I don't want to run that, but oh, here we go. Client response. Yeah, URL session transport. Oh, this is try servers server 2. I don't like putting try there, so I'm going to put it... Oh, jeez. You and your Vim commands. Okay. $sign. Okay. And then we're going to do client dot let response equals try08. Let response equals try.
Dies not so häusers untis.
Client dot. Okay, so now we need to figure out what API we actually want to call. Look at all of these ones that we got. We need, it says used in a context that does not support concurrency. But I know main.swift does support
Compile
concurrency.
Swift says ouch.
Oh man, I need to get the New Zealand. Is there a New Zealand voice? There's got to be a New Zealand voice, right? Got to get a New Zealand voice for Mono and this guy.
Mono NZ says bro.
You think you need Australian for Mono NZ? Okay. We're gonna remember that thing about getting distracted. We're gonna go look at what the voices are. If there's a NZ voice, then I'll add it now. If there's not, then I won't. System voice? I don't think this is what I want. Yeah, system voice. Manage voices. Oh look, English. I do have Australia even apparently installed. That seems weird. I've got India, Ireland, and South Africa, and the UK. I must have been trying to test them out at one point.
Compile Swift says truth Bruce that bloke's got no strides on.
Yeah, there is no English NZ. Sorry. There is an English Scotland, which I feel I need to set Compile Swift to just to annoy him. But other than that, yeah, we've got...
Hi, I'm Siri.
That doesn't sound Australian at all.
Hi, I'm Siri.
A little bit. Oh, but this is Siri. There's other ones. Matilda.
Compile
Hello,
Swift
my
says
name
put
is
another
Matilda.
shrimp on the
I am
barbie.
an Australian English voice. Hello, my name is Matilda. I am an Australian English voice.
That sounds way more Australian.
Hello, my name is Matilda.
Dies not so
I am
häusers
an
freedom.
Australian English voice.
Hello, my name is Karen. I am an Australian English voice.
I'm gonna use
Hello,
the Karen
my
voice
name
for
is
Mono.
Lee. I am an Australian English voice.
Yep, Mono gets to be Karen. Classic Karen.
Hello, my name is Lee. I am an Australian English voice.
Mono
Is that
NZ says kia ora. Tina Kautau. Kate Perhiako.
I'm surprised that actually seemed to mostly keep up.
Hello, my name is Matilda.
you're gonna be
I am an
Matilda.
Australian English voice.
We're gonna download Matilda.
Dies not so häusers freedom.
Free Doom. Okay, we're gonna wait for that to download. I need to, leave that page open so that I can see when it does download.
Compile Swift says hello, my name is Mono NZ and I'm from the future.
It does pronounce it as NZ for the British voice. That's kind of great. Okay, we're gonna go back to here. Get channel, get chatters. Let's find this.
Dies not so häusers bork.
I'm turning off Vim mode. I can't deal with this. Where do I need to go for chat? Is it next to correctly pronounced? Surely it's next to correctly pronounced. Yeah, here we go. English synth. Let's do imaginary synth. This is, oh, I need the name of the voice. I don't know where I found that. Yes, you did. I guess, oh, I think I remember what it was. I needed the list of available voices. Okay, so if it is case mono NZ, Vim mode redeemable for 5 minutes? I would do it if I could get it to be automatic. Here, I think this is what I actually need, is I need to just put a breakpoint on American and print out the voices. Oh, this is never going to build because this is Xcode 15. I still don't know why this app won't build in Xcode 15. It's a little obnoxious. Is it going to work this out? Okay, yeah. No. I don't know what I've done. Build failed due to non-existing country selection. Well, right now it's English. Sorry, it's UK for the Australian one. Wow, why did that? Oh, I guess this is because it's immediately upon boot. Okay, so PO voices. Oh, look at all these voices. You can be Zarvox. Okay, what are we looking for? Matilda? Where's Matilda? Why don't we have Matilda? We have Karen. Karen's right there. What? Why? Oh. Did I just scroll past Matilda? No, I didn't. That's the only Australian voice for some reason. That's weird. It doesn't show up in the list. Why doesn't it show up in the list? Wasn't Lee the Australian? Yeah, well, L-E-E.
Hello, my name is Lee. I am an Australian English
there-
voice.
L-E-I. Yeah, no, that other one isn't even in the list. But yeah, why is Matilda Premium? We downloaded Matilda Premium, and then it wasn't in the list. I mean, we could have crappy Matilda.
Hello, my name is Matilda. I am an Australian English voice.
Well, that was weird. Why did it almost look like it started to download and then give up? Let's do the 2 megabyte one. That should finish immediately. And then do the 93 megabyte one. Apparently Matilda Premium is too premium for our machine. Apparently Matilda Enhanced is too enhanced for our machine. We just can't do anything. We got plenty of disk space. It's not like I'm running out there. Australian voices are region locked. Your Mac is set to Karen. Come on. Come on, Lee. You can do it. Let's see if we can at least get Matilda in here. There's Matilda. Okay, you're gonna have crappy Matilda for a minute. Okay, so now Australia should speak in Matilda. Oh, well, now it says there is. Now it says we got all of these. What the heck? But it only lists the compact one again. I got no idea what's going on. Did it include Lee that time? You just got Karen and Matilda. No idea why. Okay, well, you're Matilda now. All right, back to not being distracted. Okay, so we are getting chatters, and then we need to figure out what you actually want from that. Subscribers should be able to upload their voice. I mean, that would be fun. Can you do that? Okay, fine. We're gonna get distracted again. I just got undistracted, man. Come on. iOS 17 personal voice. SwiftUI.
D's Nuts Ahoy says 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes.
Compile Swift says MMMM Beckies.
MMMM Beckies. Three-hour detour.
Mono NZ says mum please. Number 5 more minutes. Mum please.
Number 5 more minutes. Yeah, speech synthesis. Customize on-device speech recognition. No, I think this is what we want. Number 5 more minutes, Mom. Yep. Yeah, they got distracted for like 4 years, right? You should translate. That's important. Speak 2 buttons that'll speak common phrases. Requesting access to personal voice. Yeah, see, I don't think you can share the personal voice. If you could share like a personal voice file, I would totally build that, but I don't think you can. I mean, the real way for you to share your voice is for me to just join Discord and let you actively be on the chat, but maybe in the future when you upload our souls. Hey, here we go. Okay. Get chatters with a query. So what's our query? Broadcaster ID and moderator ID. Or can you upload all of the Nutter VODs? I dang told you. See, I don't do a Hank like Nutter does. Okay, so now we need to pass in a broadcaster ID and a moderator ID. So where do we even find those? I think we're going to need to use the Twitch CLI. Which is not here. Twitch.
Compile Swift says squirrel.
Okay, so we need to put in a get, and then we need body. We need like Twitch API get something.
Mono NZ says Coco 2x code crash.
I was gonna look at that. Nope, we're going over to Emacs now. What is get shatters? Get chatters needs a broadcaster ID. Oh, I guess what I'm looking for is the URL. /chat/chatters. But what I need to know is I need to know who I am. That's really what I need. I need like a me. There is no me. How do I get information about myself? No. No, you can't do that. I need to figure out how to do this. Wait, what was user ID? Name user ID. No, that's just a parameter. Instead of the Twitch API, can you do the YouTube one? That one I might be able to do. Get user ID Twitch API. Get just /users login equals username. Hey, we can do that. Hey, there's me. ID. So I think that means I could do... So now I need body query parameters. Okay, so -q... Wait, are they query parameters? Yeah, no kidding, right? -b... Can I just do... Yeah. Broad...
Dis nuts ahoy sej meep.
Broadcaster. Okay, first of all, is that the wrong thing? Missing required parameter broadcaster ID. If we do it like this. That also didn't work. Does it need to be a query parameter? Yes, it does. Moderator ID also equals this. Not found. What does that mean? Okay, we're gonna do the other thing that we already know how to work. Main.swift. Not main.swift. Because this never worked. Client dot... Yeah, this isn't gonna work. Okay. I mean, this is basically me preparing for my meeting. Google is 25 today? Wow. Okay, so what are we looking for? Get users? I mean, they need to bring back the mini. Come on. We all know this. I loved the mini. It was great. Okay, so get _ users. Get... Oh, come on. Cannot find client in scope. Why have you thrown away the information that I need? Get users. Oh, I also forgot to do K&H's. There we go. Let hello from Twitch equals try await client users init. 6 inches gigantic. No, it's ridiculous. A foldable would also be okay as long as it folded down small enough. not a hacksaw and duct tape one. See, I would prefer the like Z fold style foldable rather than the Z flip. No, the other way around. I would prefer the Z flip rather than the Z fold. I want the small one. The like, yeah. What is it? Hamburger versus hot dog? I want the hamburger one. Yeah, not like the Pixel Fold. Didn't somebody else come out with a new? No, Samsung just came out with a new flip, right? Yeah, I think that was the case. I was going to say, didn't somebody else come out with another Z Flip? New Z Flip? But no, Samsung came out with a new Z Flip. So that ran. Why didn't it run on... Yeah, let's run on my Mac instead of anything else. You left your flip phone back in the 90s? I think we all did. But it's time for the 90s to have their, what, 30-year cycle? Come on. Bring back the 90s flip phones. Yeah, see, you've got the whole 30-year cycle thing. The idea that everything is retro 30 years after it existed last time. So yeah, it's time for the 90s to come back. Pretty soon CDs are going to be cool again. That's the only thing I can think of. CDs and flip phones. Those are the only cool things worth bringing back from the 90s. And grunge. Mixtapes. Yeah, mixtapes would be a good one. Hey, I built an app a long time ago to use your iPod as a mixtape. Or rather, to allow you to share mixtapes. But it was basically playlist sharing. But you would set up a playlist and you would Laserdisc predates the 90s, doesn't it? I thought Laserdisc was more 80s. Rollerblades would be fine. I'm okay with rollerblades. See, I think bell bottoms was the 30-year cycle coming back around from the 60s to the 90s. Do they need to come back around again? How often does the 30-year cycle work? Were the 60s... Like, were bell bottoms from the 60s originally from the 30s? Did they have bell bottoms in the 1930s? Nobody had anything in the 1930s. That was kind of a big deal. People That's what we're really bringing back from, you know, this is the 60-year cycle now. We're bringing back the Great Depression. That's what's going to happen. Okay, did that work? It says finish running Twitch API, but it doesn't seem to actually do anything. Oh, you know, actually, I have no idea why that didn't work. I'm going to put it right here so that I remember it, KH. I almost feel like we need to run it from within Emacs because it seems like it's faster than trying to do it through Xcode. Maybe not. Okay, so it did get here. PO, hello from Twitch. It says unauthorized. There's the dump. So yeah, that dump should have worked. Unauthorized. So I guess we need to give it some headers. What headers do we need to give it? See, this only has an input. Maybe there's something in the init or in the input. Yeah, there we go. Path query headers cookies body. So headers dot init with what? What do you want me to init? Values? Oh God, what are you doing? Come on. Here we go. It creates a new headers. But yeah, it won't tell me what's in these headers. Requires an app access token or a user access token. Which I assume is a header. I need to find one of my workmates' names and redeem Tom Sucks or whoever. Okay, you know what? We're going to try finding the YouTube API because I'm hoping that there's something in there that doesn't require a need. I don't want, yeah, YouTube API, OpenAPI. That doesn't require authorization, I guess is what I'm trying to figure out. Now, the question is, do they have this in OpenAPI format? If they don't, then we're kind of out of luck. Reference. Samples. I mean, I guess we could just search. There are no suggestions for your query. I mean, should we search for Swagger instead? I mean, it keeps coming back to this, but I don't think there's anything in here that's like OpenAPI. Swagger. Why are you showing me this if you don't explain? It's Google, nothing is free. I really want you to include the word swagger. Please give me more information. API spec. Yeah, they may not have an OpenAPI thing. Yep, I don't think they have it. Sorry. So we will not be doing isn't it Tanstaffel? There ain't no such thing as a free lunch. What if I want something that's not authenticated at all? Because I really don't feel like doing this. I just don't want to. Is there anything in the entire API? Also, turn dark mode back on. Thank you. Is there anything that doesn't require any authorization at all? I would have thought that, you know, just get information about a user would have been fine. Get the list of games, maybe? Requires an app access token or a user authentication token. Boo! Get a channel stream schedule. Yep, nope, that requires authorization. Yeah, these all require auth. I really don't want to try to figure this out. But at the same time, I kind of have to do something in order to do this talk. Get information about a channel? No. Also requires an app access token or user access token. I hate this. I don't want to do this. Can I get that from here? Can I just give me a token? They have to know who you are for reasons, yeah. I guess I can get an app access token here. So then I just need the scopes. Okay, what scopes do I need for the get users token? Or even just get channel information. What scope do I need? Do I need any scope? It seems like I don't need any scope for this one. So if I just say Twitch token, hopefully y'all can't do anything with that. Let bring back bell bottoms equals that. Okay, so now we need to figure out how to pass in those headers. Is that something that we can do for the server as a whole? No, because that's just a URL. Is that something that we can do for the transport? There's a configuration. It has just a URL session. That's not really helpful. I mean, it did seem like this should be the deal. Get users, get channel information. Well, this has a query. It also has headers. Broadcaster ID, we'll figure that out in a minute. But then headers was also here. But this doesn't seem to give me anything that I can do. So let headers equals, what is this type? Nobody knows. My guess is I might have to change something about the OpenAPI spec in order to get it to give me this information. See, but then there's this other one that says values, but it doesn't really tell me what that means. Input body. That's definitely not what I want. Creates a new cookies. Oh, here we go. That kind of showed me what I wanted, but didn't. Get channel information dot input dot headers. Operations. Get channel information dot input dot headers. And then can I do anything with this? Do we need to switch to a oh, disco? Okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're putting down. free API, but you pay for the documentation. I would pay to get into Apple Developer Premium that has documentation. All right, can we find something in the OpenAPI JSON? This doesn't sound very disco-y. I'm just gonna say. Let's try this again. This sounds significantly more disco-y. Yeah, my guess is that we need something in here. Oh, security Twitch off. What is Twitch off? Twitch off, channel manage broadcast. Okay. We got 113 matches. How can I find all 113 matches? Here we go. Twitch off, types, off, oh god. Scopes. All kinds of things. Oh no.
Compile Swift says Night Fever. Night Fever, you know how to do it.
I don't know how to do it. That's the whole problem. This is entirely the problem, is that I have no idea how to do it. Open API security schemes. I mean, it says OAuth 2 is one of the things. But what does that mean? What if you sprinkle in a little Xcode crash? Security, apply it globally or apply it to individual operations. Now, the question is, does Apple's thing support that? The answer is I have no idea. Support for security scheme auth needs design. Let's do a proposal first, as there are a few ways this could be implemented. For now, the workaround is to write your own middleware that injects the appropriate headers to every outgoing request. Okay. How do we do middleware? Remove automatic redaction of header fields. Redacted header fields. How do I provide different middlewares? Maybe I need to go back to the documentation. This is not the documentation. This is the documentation. Okay. Is there anything in here about middleware? No. Let's go to... the root of the documentation. Here we go. Configuring the generator now. Yeah, how would we do a middleware? It sounded like it was related to the transport, so... URL session transport. Ooh, with a configuration. What's in our configuration? And then it's to the session. That's not really helpful. Is there anything that we can call on here? There's a send. Sends the underlying HTTP request and returns the received HTTP response. That's not helpful either. There's nothing in here about middleware. Is there anything on the client about middle? Oh, hey, middlewares. There we go. All right. Let's get some middlewares in here. What is a client middleware? It seems to be a protocol. Intercept. Intercepts an outgoing HTTP request and an incoming HTTP response. So we need to create a middleware. I guess so. Let's do it. Okay. Struct header middleware. Oops. Client middleware. Okay, so it has no idea what a URL is, so I think that we need to import foundation. You should be a consultant, not an insultant. Okay, so we've got our header middlewares. This is taking in a request of some kind. And then I guess we call next, which gives us a response. So var new request equals request. I'm guessing that, yeah, we need to copy this request. And then we need to, like, insert headers. Yeah, here we go. Header fields. Header fields dot append something. New request dot header fields dot append header field name value. Return, try, await, next, new request, base URL. Yeah? That sounds like that might work. And then we don't need our headers here. We just need that. Cannot convert type of string to expected argument array string. Okay, we can fix that. Let hello from Twitch equals... Why is this a circular reference? Do I just have not enough parens? I don't have enough parens. Okay, what is our header field? Authorization, and then it's bearer, and then the token. Okay, authorization, bearer, bring back bell bottoms. Okay, so now we have our middleware. Now we have all of the things. Let's go get our actual broadcaster ID, which we did not do previously. It'd be a shame if something happened. Why did we hit a breakpoint already? There's no breakpoints. What are you hitting? I'm gonna rerun that again. Okay, well, we still are unauthorized. I'm assuming that that's running. Yes. Okay, so PO, sorry. New request dot header fields, or actually just do new request. Expression evaluation failed. I should have dumped new response too. Hey, you can do whatever you want. These things exist for a reason. Headers. Authorization redacted. Name, authorization, bearer. And then they just printed. There. I got some amount of preparation in there. Okay, so authorization, bearer, redacted. Hey, it worked. So then it was saying it was unauthorized. Do I need some other kind of... Well, because it turned out it didn't need a scope, right? Oh, we did get a body back. But that was... I'm assuming that we're going to have like a 401. Yeah, unauthorized. Client ID is missing. Well, see, you didn't ask about the client ID, did you? Okay, that I think we'll need secret mode for. Developer.twitch. Dev.twitch.tv. There we go. Now, Halloween doesn't have a whole bunch of channel points rewards. So basically, you're just wasting your points that you would use for April Fool's Day. But I think you got plenty of time between then and now to bring up enough points. Yeah, I'm just gonna make all of the points like thousands of dollars next year. Thousands of dollars. Thousands of what's the word I'm looking for? Channel points. They're already thousands, so millions of channel points. Do another dodgy rigged prediction. Well, then that's other people need to give him the points. I mean, do you have 30,000 points to give him? We could do that. If you want to donate your points to him. I'll even say that it only has to be 30,000 points minus however many points I can redeem to him. We'll take a look at that in just a second. I need to get the token in here. Okay, I think I've got this. Let me close out Safari before I accidentally do that. All right. Dev... No, not dev.twitch.tv. Twitch dashboard.twitch.tv. iOS released Discord prediction game. Oh yeah, we should do that. How many? Yeah, I need to see how many we owe him. Where's the like redeem request? Queue.
D's Nuts Ahoy says distractions in the workplace can greatly reduce productivity and focus. When employees are frequently interrupted by notifications, calls, or coworkers stopping by, it becomes very difficult to stay concentrated on important tasks. This context switching ends up taking a major toll on the ability to work efficiently and get things done in a timely manner.
Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you only need 1.5 times 4,000. So 4,000 times 1.5 is 6,000. Yep. Can you repeat that, please? Okay, so we will do a prediction that I think Kineo has to vote in it, and Mono has to vote in it, and Mono has to spend 6,000 points on it. Did that start it? Okay. Yeah, vote how you can. Did you only put 10 points in it? The vote is to just give you the points. Just vote for your own name.
D's Nuts Ahoy says constantly context switching between different tasks hinders productivity and focus. When people jump between projects, emails, calls, and more, it becomes harder to make meaningful progress. Context switching requires refocusing mental energy and effort, which drains time and concentration. Staying laser-focused on one task at a time leads to better outcomes through sustained effort and flow. Minimizing context switching boosts efficiency.
I have no idea how to pass my client ID in here. I don't understand. Client ID. Okay. Okay, so client ID just goes in the query? That doesn't seem right. No, Kane, you're not supposed to vote with your own points. All of your own points. Yeah, exactly. See, now I have the opportunity to just give Mono 96,000 points, though. Okay, so this is saying that this is a query parameter? No, this is like a... This is... I don't get this. I feel like this should be a header. Twitch client ID header. Client ID header. But this is on Kraken, not Helix, which Kraken's the old one. But yeah, we'll try it. I can't end it. I have to wait for it to run out of time. It's a shame they killed the Eagle Knot bot. Wait, now what's the problem? I bet I have to pass in my client secret too. Client ID and OAuth token do not match. Well, crap. Hang on. I think maybe I need to do this, which means I need to go secret mode again. I did have the wrong value there. Okay, let's try this again. Top secret. Yes, top secret, Coach Connie. Okay, did we finish the prediction? Okay, we're choosing the outcome. I like how 3 people contributed to these points. Yes, KNH now gets 104,000 points. All right. Oh, hey, we got our response back. That's what you started the stream with. I mean, yeah, that's about right. Never bet on mono. Okay, so now we actually have our result. We have hello from Twitch. Look at all these tags that I've got, and 0 content classification labels, and a game name. All kinds of cool stuff. All right, let's actually interact with this though. PO, hello from Twitch. With great power comes great responsibility. Yes. Hello from Twitch has a body. Maybe. See, now I feel like this should have a operations get channel information dot output. Operations get channel information. Those of us with little power bear little responsibility. This is also true. Can we jump to the definition of this? There we go. Okay. Ooh. Dot okay. Okay. Oh, it's an enum. All right. So if case let response equals no, if case let dot okay. See, now I'm not sure what I want. I should not have deleted that other thing. Yeah, here we go. If case let dot okay. Okay. It's the dog. The dog is the inverse command. Are you just 30 seconds behind again? Oh, inverse. Inverse is Compile Swift's WTF emote. Operations get channel information output okay. So if let okay, no. If case dot okay let okay equals hello from Twitch. Okay dot body dot what's in body? What's in body? Is an okay dot body. Fair enough. What is an okay body? Okay body has a case JSON. Are you serious? So we need if case let okay case dot JSON. First color is barbaric this time of night. If case JSON let JSON equals okay. No, equals okay dot body. JSON dot data 0 dot. Hey, here we go. Broadcaster ID, broadcaster name, bunch of stuff. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's just print broadcaster name. I don't know. This is all we're going to do. After all of this, all we're going to do is print the broadcaster name. It took us 2 hours to get these 28 lines of code written. Hey, there we go. After all of that, all we did was print the word Cocoa type. It's fine. Yeah, but that was what we needed to do. Okay, so let's see if we can talk through what it was we actually did. We create a client. We use server 1, which is just the list of servers being defined in here. We pass in the standard URL session transport. That just says use URL session for everything. And then a middleware that we created that appends our header fields to it. We need that because we can't pass in header fields for some reason. There is a way to handle the schemas, but they haven't actually built that yet. So that's why that didn't work. After doing that, we did this because we tried it and it didn't work. So we don't need that line. Let hello from Twitch. This is actually going and calling this endpoint, get channel information. We call channel information with a input. That input has a query. That query takes a broadcaster ID field. We just pass that in. After we get that response, we have to check its case. If it was okay, then we can move on. We then get that body. Apparently we needed JSON for that. My other Twitch chat is not up to date. Apparently we needed to check that the response was JSON, which seems weird. And then once we do that, we can actually print our JSON name. So there's that. I don't know what else to do. I think that's basically what we wanted to do, right? What other information was in here, even? Who the hell is Jason? Nobody knows who Jason is. JSON just exists. We used to have Jason. Or, sorry, no, we still have Jason. He defeated Soap. We used to have Soap, and now we have Jason. There's also XML RPC somewhere in there, but that's just vomiting letters, so nobody actually cares about that. Let's PO JSON again. Cannot find JSON in scope. Really? It's right here, dude. It even says over here, JSON. Data. Buffer. Storage. Parent failed to evaluate. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Where did you go? Ah, dang it. I needed that. You had to deal with XML at work today? I had to deal with XML the other day. I don't remember what it was for. I'm blanking on what it was. Oh, I had to generate XML for Android. It was gross. So whenever you crash Xcode, it gets rid of this generated code. So now I have to let it rebuild again. This is even worse. Yeah, and then my generated XML caused the app to crash. And then somebody got mad at me. Didn't really get mad at me. But they're like, Jeff broke it and blah, 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 and revert the code. And it's like... what went wrong? Why is my Android so bad? Blah, blah, blah. And I went digging into it today. And it turns out that the reason it failed is because somebody made an assumption that it was, not true. Because they're like, oh, every color is just going to be a reference to another color. You would never actually just put the value of the color directly into JSON, would you? Sorry, into XML, would you? But I was. That was what I was doing. And Android allows you to do that. And so you shouldn't make that kind of assumption that adders are only ever going to be references and not just values directly. And they were wrong, and they shouldn't have done that. And then I had to go rewrite Kotlin code to handle my XML instead of fixing my XML. Android is terrible. Android's APIs are terrible. And I want to clarify what I mean by that. Kotlin is good. Kotlin is a good language. The Kotlin has like Kotlin is let down by the Android API. Let me say that. It's interesting that Kotlin has a nice type system like Swift does. And then it is immediately tied to an API service where literally everything is just an int. Like, it's baffling to me. It's like, oh, we've got this really nice type system, and then we're just going to pass around r dot whatever everywhere. And it's all ints. And it's like, can I tell the difference between a reference and a color and an image and whatever else? No, because everything's just an integer. And even when I went to like build this fix, I was trying to figure out how to do it in a type safe way. And it turns out you just can't. And then there's all these annotations that like, they're just annotations over the top that are like, oh, it's an int, but it's a special kind of int. And that's supposed to help you out, but it doesn't, it's not like an actual type safety thing. It's just kind of like marking things at runtime. And you can also totally not mark them. And it's kind of gross. Who needs type safety when you can just use a bigger integer? If you use Kotlin in a backend GraphQL server, you get to deal with 4 different kinds of everything. What's that all about? You still find R nicer than referencing things by a string? Yeah, but even if you reference things by a string, what you get out of it is typed. If you say, I'm going to reference it by a string, you get a type out of it. Whereas with R, you just pass ints around everywhere. So we did use annotations, but it didn't fix it. It didn't fix it. Annotations are not a replacement for types. What was I doing here? I was trying to build this. Yeah, what do we got in here? We've got game name, game ID, title, tags. I feel like there's something more interesting we could be doing with this. I don't know what. There's not really anything else. You once attempted to build a GraphQL server using Kotlin and gave up when you ended up having to deal with how to type anything so that it worked with the DB and Kotlin and GraphQL. I've never tried to build anything GraphQL, but I've seen like some of the like Apollo backend stuff in iOS, and that also seems kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know what else to put in here. This is good. So now I kind of feel like yeah, no. But it didn't seem to prevent me from passing in a different resource. And then it also required that everywhere else had also filled in that same sort of annotation. And yeah, because like some of the stuff was coming from other functions that had not like typed or annotated their return value. So you need to do like at color int fun do the thing int return 4. Like you need to do that everywhere that you're gonna have your issue. And then it was like if you have somewhere else like fun paint stuff at color int my color, you know, something like that. If this doesn't have a color int on here, you can pass whatever you want into here. Like, there's nothing requiring this. That was the problem. That was what I kept running into. You're new to Swift and it looks similar to Python. Can someone recommend a textbook or video series to learn Swift? Yes, I often recommend the Hacking with Swift 100 Days of Swift. I believe there's also 100 Days of Swift UI. If you want to go for these specifically. Koala can't enroll in the Apple developer platform. Hold on, let me finish answering this other question first. Hacking with Swift is great. There's a reason why their logo is on my hat. Where is the 100 Days of Swift? Learn. 100 Days of Swift UI. Yeah. This is where I would start. hackingwithswift.com/100/Swift UI. Counting sheet. This is my kind of default recommendation. I used to have another couple of recommendations and I don't ever remember what they are because this one is just so good. Hey, thanks for the follow, Counting Sheep. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of a good one. I think, I think Swift UI, the 100 Days of Swift UI covers learning Swift. So I think the first 14 days are learning Swift, and then you start getting into Swift UI. So this will start you there. I think the 100 Days of Swift does the same thing, but then gets you into UIKit. Yeah, see? It's the same deal. You just watch Coco type on Twitch because reading sucks, yeah. And then I think the other thing you should do is you should join the Discord where me and Mono and Compile Swift hang out. And I mean, a bunch of the other people here. But if you join the Discord, as you're going through the 100 Days of Swift, you can ask us questions and we'll be able to help out. If there's anything you don't understand, come in and ask that. Mono does all the time. Mono's like, hey, I need help. And we're like, you come to the right place. They keep rejecting the default card on file you use for every Apple purchase. They won't take the $99 fee from you. Wow. That is weird. And they're like, Apple developer support. There's really no developer support. Because I mean, I know there's the support that you get from like App Store Connect. Yeah, Compile Swift will take your $99 and sign up for you, right? Yeah, contact us by phone or email. Do you have to have a developer account in order to get the phone number? Possibly. Membership and account. Program purchase and renewal. Oh, wow. There really is just email. It said phone or email. Email support is useless. The phone support doesn't handle developer payments. Oh. Interesting. I mean, I can understand why they won't take the payment over the phone, but it's interesting that they can't try to, like, help you out. Also, it's really weird that I can't just, like, get to the phone number anywhere in here. Weird. Yeah, no, I don't think that that'll help. Try the sign language support. Available 8 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Time. The bank isn't even seeing your transaction. Interesting. Are you using like one of those like card services like privacy.com or whatever? I would assume you're just using like a regular or I guess or like a virtual card from your bank. Yeah, just walk into the Apple store and ask for help. That'll definitely work. Just a normal US bank debit card. Interesting. I wouldn't think that the fact that it would be a debit card would be a problem. Yeah, it's really weird that They just won't give me the phone number. I don't know what card I used when I signed up. I would have imagined that mine would have been a debit card as well. I don't know why I would bill that to a credit card. I'm not going to look that up on stream. I'm just going to say, I'm not going to go look up my payment information. They gladly take your Apple TV subscription payment, but not the $99 payment. Use compile Swift card. Yeah, I don't know how to help you, and it's very weird that like maybe the phone support isn't showing up because it's closed the same way that the interpreter one isn't open. I hope the sign language interpreters. Well, I guess it is said it's an interpreter, but even still, I hope these guys get paid a lot because, man, knowing sign language and like developer experience stuff, like being able to speak developerese in ASL, that's got to be like a niche topic. I hope those people are getting paid well. Even if you are just interpreting it. Sometimes people will transfer you around if you call the main line and act helpless. I would hope that error happens only server side. Well, did you call the developer support? I can understand why if you like call in the Apple, the like regular Apple support, that you don't get anything. Now, the problem is I'm not finding a phone number in here at all, even though it said that they had a phone number. But I also wonder, yeah, I wouldn't call the normal account. I'm going to see if I can find this phone number for you. Because there's got to be like a Apple developer support phone number. 1-800-TIM. Yeah, all else fails, just email tim@apple.com. Or is it tcook at Apple? I don't know what account it is. Yeah. We can help by phone or email, but then you click it and there's no way to get the phone number. Yeah, here we go. Gives you hours of operation, but I think this is going to link you right back to the same thing. Oh, you did get called. Chat support on the dev website, and then they called you. Interesting. My guess is that I can only figure this out on... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where that number is. Number is listed on their developer site. 1-800-694... 4885. I wonder if that number is at all real. I mean, I don't see anything that looks like it's a real phone number. Is there anything else we should do with this? I don't think there is. Feels a little early to be calling it quits, and I know Donuts will redeem 5 more minutes. So I want to do something more. Yeah, I didn't think that number was real. But I don't know what else to do. Let's fire up Kineo and see what we got. Oh, I never showed you that I actually have this doing animations now. Check this out. Send cat vision pics. I can neither confirm nor deny whether I have a way of taking cat vision pics right now. That's not true. I still haven't applied. I am going to apply sometime this week. I said earlier that I'm kind of... I'm not going to do the full trailer. I am going to kind of take some shots. Yeah, here we go. Watch this. Yay, there's our animation. I can't tell if the frame rate is jank because the simulator's jank or if I've done something wrong. Which is another reason, Apple, why you should send me a dev kit so that I can check the performance of this stuff. You saw this on Mastodon? Nice. Yeah, no, this is totally worth $3,500. This is totally worth it. Oh yeah, I don't have any way of stopping it. I only have starting. But yeah, let me show what I got here. So I created a player view. And this is the player view. It has a display link. And what we basically do is the display link is an async sequence. And no, it's only a AA title. I think you're right. This is just AA. Every time the display link fires, we just increment the page. The end. Playback document, pages, index, yada yada yada. I don't know what else to say other than that. No, we haven't seen Endless Hurdles AR yet. Somebody should fix that. But basically, yeah, we get the document, we increment the current page index, modulo pages index. This is how we make it loop. And then it does that. And then this gets the current drawing. No, that's not what we want. Player, current page index, current drawing. Oh, yeah, it's a canvas. And we just set the canvas's current drawing. How have you broken 17 legs? Can you play Endless Hurdles on stream or rip out Mono's app publicly? Oh, I could definitely do that. Let me finish walking through what I've done here. And sure, I'll do you want a public roast my app? Mono. So yeah, this is what I did here, is that I broke out this canvas that I had earlier. And I turned that into... Well, there's basically canvas and then there's drawing canvas. And drawing canvas is the only one that will actually let you draw on it. And it allows you to change your state. Canvas, this is playback only. And it allows you to pass in a drawing rather than an editing state. And so that is why that works. But basically, you have no ability to edit the canvas. You only have the ability to... you can only do that with drawing canvas. So that's how that works. And then the other thing that I had to build here was this display link, which is basically just an async sequence around CA display link. So basically every time CA display link ticks. Yeah, see, I only roast compile Swift's apps. I don't roast Mono's apps. Every time the CA display link ticks, we send a signal to our async iterator, and that sends out a new element which has the timestamp and the target timestamp. You freely gift your Apple developer account to whoever needs one. All right, let's see what we got here. Hey, thanks for the follow, Wayne 1031. Let's see what we can get here. Oh, I plugged in the wrong thing. No, I haven't. Okay. Dan's lineup. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Fans lineup? Is there a redeemable shit on your code? Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Can I full screen this? Terribly. No. Can we fix this real quick? Let's go fix that so that it's not overlaying this. Okay, sure. $10,000 to roast your project. Mono gets the first one for free because he already spent 7,000 points on reimbursing Knh. Let's go fix this. Here, we're gonna quit Xcode. Yeah, it's Mono's fault that Liverpool rescheduled. How dare you? Where's my overlay? Overlay controller. Blah, blah, blah. Container specifier, overlay controller object specifier. No, this is what I want. Shared overlay controller? Device video controller. Discovery session. Oh, this isn't what I want. Full screen. Yeah, full screen background layer frame. Phone frame layer. Where is this at? And how can I set its opacity? Yeah. So we have a phone frame layer. I basically want to say just like don't ever put anything in it. Yeah, here we go. Let's try that. Oops. All right, here we go. Now we can full roast. Okay, I'm gonna sign out. We can start from the very beginning. There are a couple things you still need to do. All right. Okay. I will attempt to mostly not roast UI or like just like design issues, but I'm gonna start with this one. Why does this page exist? Why, like, all you're doing is showing me your logo and a get started button. I don't know why I need to tap this button just to get into the rest of the app. Why don't I just start here? That's just a question. Because you use the drop-in UI for Firebase, and you can't just drop straight into here? Or are you saying that this is part of the Firebase UI? Because that seems weird too. But that is at least a decent excuse. Tension is to move them to that get started page. Okay. This page, the only thing that I'm going to say is the auth UI isn't Swift UI yet. Okay. Yeah. The only thing I'm going to say on this page is the safe area that's causing this like dark gray up here and dark gray down there. I think if you set it to ignore safe areas, it should work. Even though it is not Swift UI. I think you should be fine with that. Certainly on the bottom, but probably also on the top. And if you can't get it to work, then at the very least what you should do is you should make sure that this nav bar is the same color as the background. Get some extra love from Apple and put them first. Do they require that? I thought at one point they were requiring that, and then I think they got rid of that. I don't remember. Here's where I'm really gonna roast you. I don't know. Let's find out if this... Oops. Yep, I'm gonna pay with my Apple Card. Yeah, I think they got rid of that. We're gonna check this. Aw, you might get out of it because I don't have audio. But what I really wanted to check was that basically, can you get to these? Yeah, you can't get to these links. Oops. You can apparently do something. But yeah, you can't get to the links with the voiceover, so I would check on that too. That's all I'm going to do with voiceover. Okay, so I'm signing in with Apple. Get back into here. This all looked fine. This was working, I think. I signed up for some teams. Yeah, this was fine. I need to wait 569,701 seconds before being able to change your team. I think, yeah, you should probably format that better. No, there was onboarding the first time that I did it. It would be nice if I could at least sign up for more than one team. Because I know, like, I would do that here in the US if you had support for MLS. I would definitely sign up for 2 different teams. Yeah, there was definitely onboarding, I think. Because it made me pick the team before I could do anything else. So, like, it didn't just drop me off onto here. And then, well, look, now you can say that, hey, I sent this to some beta testers and they said, I really want one team or more than one team. Yeah, I think it took me to this first and explained that I needed to pick a team. And then when I got onto, creating the lineup, it also told me what I needed to do. I think that was better. Yeah, at least the 569,701 did have a format separator. Or the 1,000 separator. Needs better separation between country and World Cup. I don't see what you're looking at. Like just the gap in the text here? Boo. The first and third items are not obviously different. Well, the first and third items are... I mean, yeah, no, I kind of get what you mean, that these look too similar. And that's mostly just because this is, yeah, Women's World Cup versus standard country. Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. But it's mostly because I picked the USA for both of them. It would be different if I thought Australia was going to win the Men's World Cup. Now it's different, but yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Yeah, let's see what else we got here. I think this all worked. It was not obvious to me that this was a logout button. I know we talked about the discussion the other day, but like just the fact that I tapped this here, I feel like it should say logout somewhere. But again, I said I wasn't going to nitpick UI, so sorry. I'm not. Don't worry about it. This did take me to the App Store, but it said, hey, we don't have this in your country or region. That's obviously because it's not out there yet, but whatever. What else do we figure out? I mean, this all looked fine. I think that's good. Oh, actually, hold on. I would put a close button in here. There was absolutely a way to request account deletion. It's right here, dude. It's in bright red at the bottom of the screen. What was I saying? I would put a close button on here. Not everybody knows that you can swipe away these buttons. I'm gonna check something else too. Sorry, I am gonna come back to voiceover. Okay, you do support the escape key. That's good. Do you support all these? Yeah, so I can get into here. Yeah, so something here. Let me see if I can reach my cable around enough to actually be able to grab this and hold it up. What you can do, top right, I believe is standard. No, top left. Top left, definitely top left. What you can do in VoiceOver is if you are you take 2 fingers and you do a Z-shaped swipe. And that is, I want to leave this page, basically. Yeah, I'm reversed on camera. That's why. Basically, it's do like the Zorro gesture with 2 fingers. Oops, I did it wrong. And that is get me out of whatever page I'm on. And a lot of people forget to implement that or do something custom that breaks the default implementation. And it looks like you got that right. So good on you. What else we got? My guess would be that these are probably, I don't know. I'm not going to guess that things aren't working. Yeah, that seems fine. I mean, you are able to navigate to everything. I'm assuming that this is, yeah, that does actually click to the share lineup. Well, okay, so it does look like there's a problem here with, so like I can tap on there and it'll take me to everything. But if I tap specifically on share lineup, then it shares the lineup. I would make sure that you can pick both of those with VoiceOver because it doesn't look like you can currently. Oops. Come on. Let me out of VoiceOver. But yeah, so share worked fine. I tested that a couple times. Yeah, this all looks fine. This looked good. Can we pick all of these with VoiceOver? Like, I'm not going to nitpick your, like, whether or not these work. Or these, the VoiceOver sounds right. But you should at least be able to get to everything with it. Yeah, see, this was the, oh yeah, I haven't tried to do anything on iPad. Long press on back was your greatest achievement? I didn't build this screen. I remember trying to help you with it, but I didn't build it. Oh. Yeah, but it just says back. It just says back both times. Oh, I built this. Oh, yeah, I did build this screen, didn't I? I forgot about that. Yeah, no, I would fix your back button names so that they don't say back, back, back. And I think you can change the back button name versus what the name shows here. I think you can change that, so I would try to do that. How to customize the columns per device width. That is a tool called, oops, I gotta zoom out of here to get that. View that fits. Oh, you might actually not be able to do a view that fits in grid. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, these all look fine. Just picking random players. I feel like there was something else that I needed, or that oh yeah, this one I tested earlier did not work with VoiceOver. You can't get to the individual items in here. You actually can't pick anything at all with VoiceOver. Choose your team, choose a theme. That part worked. Choose your captain. Yeah, and this is, I think, the worst part, is that you can get into choose a captain, I believe. Oh no, you can't get to any of these three either. Okay, I mean, that's probably better than what I thought it was, which is that you could get into choose a captain, you couldn't get back out. You don't like that you can't swipe left and right to change tabs. Okay, yeah. But you can swipe on the blank space. Okay, interesting. But you can't swipe on the players. How did you implement that? Because my guess would be that you can do... There's like a... Because I just played with this recently. The like simultaneous gesture versus something else. What is it? think there's something underneath gesture that was like, oh, exclusive gesture? Because I remember this causing me problems before. I don't remember what it was that I had to do to fix it. Swift UI gesture button. This person is just like, I didn't use a button. Pager tab strip view. Oh yeah, see, yeah, I don't know how that works necessarily. Combining a high priority gesture and a simultaneous gesture should do the trick. This also works inside of a scroll view. I don't know, I would try that. Maybe these things? Yeah, I don't know. That might be one way of trying to get into it. This is my captain. Yeah, submit. Please fill out all positions. That's good. Let's fill out all of our positions. I wonder if there's a way to do that that's not that, like, jumping back and forth. Or if I'm filling out a bunch of these, that it's not animating quite so bad. But I would not consider that a high priority. Yeah, there's our lineup. I don't want to trash that lineup. Are you sure you want to delete this lineup? Yes. Get rid of that lineup. That was a terrible lineup. It's almost like somebody was just throwing darts at a wall. That's how they picked their lineup. Have I hit everything? Is there anything that I missed? I think I covered everything, right? What is this Twitter thing? I don't know what this is. Is that like X? Email works. I tested the terms and conditions and privacy policy and facts all earlier. When you delete a lineup, you show an alert, but you have nothing while the network goes on. Well, so what I would do is I would just, I would, let's delete another lineup. I don't want to delete this lineup. This lineup's golden. I put all of the midfielders on the field and nobody else. These are all midfielders. I mean, I would kind of do what you are doing, which is basically assume that it is going to delete, and then if something goes wrong, just then display an error, or honestly just kind of like have it fall back in some other way. But I would not put up like a spinner or something. Yeah, I wouldn't. I kind of just like assume. Especially if your error is a toast, then yeah, just do that. Like, no, I would go ahead and actually like remove it locally and throw all that data away locally and just make sure that it looks like you deleted it. And then, yeah, if there's an error, then you can get that data back and display your toast at that point. But I wouldn't hold the user back just waiting for the network when you can assume that it's going to pass like 95% of the time. So, yeah, I would not do that. I'm going to make the goalkeeper my main striker. And I'm going to make the other goal. I'm going to make both goalkeepers play. That's what I'm going to do. And then everybody else is going to be a defender. Because we definitely need the best defense there possibly could be. We just need... Oh man, we have one too many not defenders. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this guy another defender, sorry. And then we'll make this guy in the back. This will be our one forward. He's gonna sit all the way back in the back. And then everybody else is a defender. I think that's a good lineup. And our captain is the one person who's not a defender. Yeah, no, I think this looks fine. I think this works. I would say from an iOS design perspective, I would put this square right here. So it's like the icon, then the lineup, rather than putting the share button all the way at the end of the button like that. But that's really nitpicking at that point. Thinking of replacing the spinner with a Lottie animation, that would be cool. Icon and text together in the center, yeah. Which I think you can actually do this with here, let's do some coding test real quick. New. Oh, I'm in Safari. I was like, where's new project? Or maybe I can just do it in here. This is not an iOS app. Let's open drag. Nope, not flipbook, no. This doesn't have any Swift in it. It's never gonna work. Yeah, but our drag test, this should work. So let's do a share button. The screen should have more dividers. Which screen? Oh, the more screen. That looks fine. I mean, it does look a little Android-y without the iOS dividers, but it's not something that I'm like, oh no, this is terrible. It didn't stand out to me as this looks particularly egregious. What are we gonna do here? So var body, we also need a preview share button. This is a button and our action is, oh yeah, you know, this is what you really need to do, because label can be a label with a title and an image. I think we can even do title and icon. So this would be share lineup. Is that what it was said? Yeah, share lineup. And then system image is square and arrow up. I think this will just do the right thing if you do this. Because I'm imagining you're probably doing some custom layout stuff with that button right there. You don't need to do it. You can just use the label. Look at that. Perfect. Button style is bordered. Look at that. Dot background, color dot yellow. Oh, that looks gross. That's not what I want. Dot button style, dot bordered. But is there like a, I don't know how to set the color. Exercise left of the reader. But yeah, no, I think that's what you want, is use a label instead of a button. The app will also have light mode, which is a little funky. It will, or it does? Oh, wow. Okay. I would say the shadow on this is a little aggressive, but said I wasn't going to nitpick design. I don't know. Looks fine. Share. So yeah, you had this share link. And this has a label. Is there one that just has a title key and an item? No. Item, I don't want a preview. That's the thing here. I don't want a preview. I just want a share link that doesn't have a preview. What is share button? Oh, duh. That's just recursive. What's a share button? Oh, it's the thing that I literally just created. Oh, here we go. Item and label. That's all I want. Item is... Guess I know it quit unexpectedly. That's because I caused an infinite recursion and I blew things up. Yeah, why can't I pass in... an item and a label that isn't a URL? Hello, label. Share link item preview button. Interesting. Yeah, here we go. I'm just sharing the word hello. I mean, I wouldn't think that you would use preview for that. You'd use the label. But I mean, this works too. And it allows you to share the word hello. Which is something that I know everybody constantly wants to do. Oh, preview so it shows the image. Okay, I see what you're saying. But I also think, do you even need that? So like if I share an item for the images, do I have a resource in here? Where's my cat photos? Yeah, I can use a stream thumbnail. I spent a lot of time on this one, and this isn't even the one that I finished up with. Single scale. But I think if I use this and I say item is image dot image. No, exact call matches to call in initializer. Oh, I guess you can't pass in an image. Weird. Because I thought ShareLink would work with any transferable. Is that not the case? I mean, sometimes it does. Oh, preview. Preview and label. But then, yeah, what is this share preview? Share preview creates a preview representation. A representation of a type to display in a share preview. In the following example, the preview appears immediately. If you omit the preview, instead, the system fetches the link's metadata over the network. Interesting. Share preview. Let me just say hello. And then this is our label. What does that look like? Well, I would think that that would be exactly what this is for, is that you can share preview your actual image or something that you have locally. Yeah, so if our preview is instead share preview, yeah, so it comes with an image. This is interesting to me. You have to download the image locally first. Oh, I see what you're saying. You should just do the image generation locally. Come on. That's easy. I mean, you're already doing most of the drawing, right? Because, like, this page, not this page. This page already has to do all of the drawing, right? So yeah, you could do all the drawing here. Your server draws it, yeah. Just trying to think of, like, because I feel like there used to be a thing, and maybe this isn't true of ShareLink in SwiftUI, but I could have sworn that with, like, UI activity controller, that you could have a asynchronous share thing. I don't know why my fingers all screwed up. I'm a little surprised that this doesn't have, like, an async share preview, or rather that you can provide the share preview and then update the share preview. Because I think with UI activity controller, activity view controller, you can pass in an activity item where activity item can be a UI activity item provider. And this has a placeholder item, and then you can swap out the placeholder item whenever you get the real item. Yeah, that might be the case, that the new ShareLink is more restrictive. Yeah, that might be the case. What is intransferable? Transfer representation. Yeah, I was hoping that there was just something that was more asynchronous than this. But I guess not. Oh well, yeah, that does seem more limited. You made the app support Mac too and resizable? I don't have TestFlight installed on here. I guess it's probably on the App Store. Span count per device width, that makes sense, yeah. Yeah, you can pull down endless hurdles. Oh, endless hurdle? You don't have endless hurdles supporting iOS? Or supporting running on that's what I'm looking for. Apple Silicon? You were way packing your bag. I just set this all up on macOS so that I could install Fans Lineup. This does not look like it's the Mac app. Did you not upload the Mac app to TestFlight? I mean, this doesn't even look like it's supporting iPad size. Oh yeah, that could be. Yeah, sure. Fans lineup can have my Twitter account. Yeah, here you go. Here's the onboarding compile Swift. Start creating your lineups by adding your first team, or head over to the Teams tab to add other teams. Where should I get this time? West Ham. Place run by Rupert Mannion. Yeah, it does need more bottom space. And then we need some, let's have a 442 diamond. You had to push the notify testers button. Or did you do that now? Can I go check it again and see if it's back? Yeah, let me take a look. I'll reload it as soon as I finish filling out all of these guys. Okay. Yeah, there's my lineup here. I mean, this is all working more or less exactly the same. Let's pull up test light again. Let's do this again. I don't know that we ever told Compile Swift I were mad at him. Why can't I install the Mac version of, or why can't I install the iOS version of Endless Hurdles on the Mac via the Apple Silicon support? That's what we wanted to know. I need to be able to say ouch on my Mac. Fans line up. I opened it up and now it's the iPad version. Okay. Let's see. What do we got? Yeah, now it's bigger at least. Can I full screen it? Ooh, there we go. You had to give it iPad to be resizable. You have already submitted lineups for West Ham, so you'll need to wait 604,676 seconds. Yeah, see, especially here, I don't know that I can close this without, I don't know that I can close this without, picking a team. No, I guess I can just click away from it. But yeah, I would definitely add a close button. Go to the formations page. Hey, at least it seems to render at like full pixelation. But yes, this is amazing. Oh, good. Look at this one. I can just like be like a weatherman. Just like, and if you look over here, this is where Susek is going to play. We need to put his face there. Also, I love it. The giant number 28 and tiny, tiny little text. Yeah, let's put the icons. There we go. Yeah, the text is not scaling. Needs a max height attribute, possibly. I don't know. This is great. I think this is fine. Let's see if the captain thing changes. Yeah, let's go back with Susek. Ah, see, yeah, that one scales. Really? That one scales and it's just a PNG? That's impressive. Ooh, I can airdrop my lineup. Yeah, see, like, this is the problem. You set a max height and you just get this. It's so tiny. Everything is relative to the parent container. Yeah, I wanted to leave that lineup. Real question is, what keyboard shortcuts do you have? Nothing? Wow. What if I want to I don't know what keyboard shortcuts you would add. Let's add New Zealand, right? Come on. 6 months of iOS journey and you forgot keyboard shortcuts. When is the next New Zealand Women's World Cup game? Didn't show up in here at all. Yeah, but you could have the keyboard shortcut for iPad too. Yeah, but the US got eliminated too, and they still have friendlies on the list. Yeah, see? US versus South America. Oh. Why did the women only get one preferred formation? Oh, weird. This text isn't scaling. Trying to see if any of these are people that I know. Yeah, Rapino. There she is. I'm surprised that that text here isn't rendered locally. That seems surprising to me. Oh, it's Android's fault. We can't have nice things because of Android. Hooray. Yeah. Cool. All right. I think that's going to be it. I'm pretty sure, yeah, the US did get eliminated. I thought they did. Yeah, no, that was a friendly match. That was not part of the World Cup. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was a bummer. Good morning. Didn't we... Was it last year, though? Or last World Cup? US won? Didn't the US win the last World Cup? So, to go from that to being eliminated so early is kind of a bummer. Yeah, US beat Netherlands last World Cup. 7 issues? Nice. Yeah. I'm not going to have a mean roast. I only do that to Compile Swift, and I only do it on his stream. And occasionally another stream. Mostly only in Compile Swift stream. I'm not going to mean roast anybody. You thought this was Mono's stream? I can't do a good enough New Zealand accent to for it to be Mono's stream. I can't do a good enough anything accent. All of my accents just end up sounding like JFK unless I'm trying to do JFK, in which case it just doesn't sound like anything. Plenty of meme roasts, yes. Well, if the layouts don't scale, then are they going to work right on iPad? It's not on iPad? Well, then if it's not on iPad, why isn't it just running it? Hey, thanks for the follow, Brian. I am. Why isn't it just running on in iPhone size? Because that's what happened to Mono. Was Mono didn't ship the iPad version at first, and when I first picked it up, it was just a real tiny window. You know what I want to do here, though? Hold on. It probably is time for me to go to bed. But I thought of something else that I want to do real quick. It runs on Mac in iPhone size, but it doesn't lay out correctly. Why wouldn't it lay out correctly if it's in iPhone size? That's very weird. Countdown scene. Countdown hours, countdown minutes. Okay, we'll follow Donuts Ahoy's request. Go to bed so I can go to bed. I was going to fix one last thing on my stream. But Donuts Ahoy has spoken. Donuts Ahoy has said, go to bed. So I will go to bed. Yeah, raid CS. I'm not going to raid CS unless CS is actually streaming. It's quite hard to raid CS right now. Thanks for tuning into the Mono NZ stream. I don't think anybody I follow is running right now. Yeah. Finally, Mono NZ got back to streaming. Wow. And it was only 8 months. Jeez, glad that he's back, finally. And we get to check out fans line up. Like and subscribe to GoGoType. Yeah. But for real, do go follow Mono and bully him into streaming. And follow Compile Swift. And bully him into releasing his app for Mac. Just bully everybody. Go bully Nutterfy into finishing his book. And to restarting Mass Effect as FemShep. The clearly superior choice. So yeah, go do those 3 things. And bully all the Swifties. Go do all those things. And yeah, I will be back Friday. And yeah, I'll go back to working on my Vision OS app. That'll be what we do. So yeah, have a great week, everyone. And yeah, hope to see you soon. Bye. Good luck in the presentation. Yeah. Hopefully I actually finish it. But yeah, thanks all for watching. Bye.